Okay, this is Ringwalk Media in association with Wellness Therapy, Still Hub Management and Barclay Carter Racing. Mr. Ellis Zorro, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. 2 days away from fight night, so yeah, I'm good and excited.
I'll tell you what, you're picking opponents, mate. You, Jai Opetaia, now Chev Clarke. I mean, you want to test yourself by the sounds of it.
Yeah, this is why I got into sport. You know, I'm an established professional now. I've had 18 fights, 17 wins. So yeah, there's no like rebuild fights for me, no easy fights that I want. I want to be in these kind of fights. I want to be fighting for these kind of titles. That's why I got into sport. So yeah, I'm ready.
Well, listen, this weekend poses, obviously with Chev, it poses a different kind of fight. He comes to the body quite a lot. Take it you've prepared well for this one.
Yeah, this has been, obviously fighters say this all the time, one of their best training camps, but this has been a good training camp, like mentally coming off the loss. I've carried like a lot of motivation and a little bit of frustration from the anticlimax in my last fight. So yeah, training camp's been well. Chev is a good fighter. He's a good guy. He's got a good team. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it for sure.
Listen, obviously you've been in with Jai Opetaia, one of the best fighters in the world at the moment. We actually sat with him last week in Saudi, and he said, "God, you hit hard." It's quite a nice compliment from someone as good as that.
Yeah, good to get a compliment. And yeah, good to get a compliment. Yeah, that's all I can say to that one. Yeah.
Well, I know it didn't last very long, but did you learn quite a bit from that fight?
I think it was just the experience, you know, going away from home, going out to Saudi, being on like around AJ and Wilder and whatnot. Big press conference, big media day, media workout, all of that. I take it in my stride. So it makes all of this stuff a little bit easier and a bit more familiar, you know.
Yeah, well, you know what it's like out there. Obviously, it is a massive production, and you know Leeds this weekend. They are rocking in Leeds, mate. England versus Scotland. It's going to be cracking, mate.
Yeah, it's a big main event, rematch, grudge match. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. God willing, I win the British title. I'll be sitting down to watch that afterwards.
Very confident, mate. Very confident. I mean, let's talk about the main event. Obviously, it's been awaited for a little while. I think they're both two different fighters now. What's your view on this one?
I just think I'm a fan of both. I just think Josh Taylor's had some hard fights. I don't want to say anything that will get me in trouble. You know?
Fence sitting again.
No, I think I'm back in Catchall, to be honest. A few years ago, probably would have gone with Josh. But just with the weight and whatnot and how Catchall's looking, I think I'll side with Catchall. But it's still a pick-on fight.
Yeah, I think if it's a boxing match, Jack's probably on top. But if it's a brawl, it could be a 50-50, that one.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it for sure.
Well, listen, what's next for you after this? I mean, you know, this is a really big sort of crossroads for you.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm kind of lucky to get a shot at the British title coming off a loss. That's very, very rare. But again, I just kept myself in the gym. I think I lost on December 23rd, had Christmas, and I was in the gym January 8th. So I was ready. I didn't anticipate this fight coming. There was like Vidal and Isaac and whatnot. But yeah, I was just in the gym when the phone rang. I just said yes. I haven't thought about what's next. Like, if I win the British title, like that opens a lot of doors for me, so I can kind of go anywhere from there.
So the British title fights tend to be the best fights on the card. You know, I got a funny feeling. You've got that look in your eye.
And also credit to Chev. You know, he's an explosive fighter. He brings the heat. C4 for a reason. So you know, he's going to be right there for me to fight. So I think it will be a good fight, good explosive performance from both of us.
I mean, it's going to be a quiet one, is it?
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Well, listen, it's really good to see you back, mate. I mean, you've done brilliantly in the last couple of years. Really good to see you here in a big stage, as you should be, mate. And keep our fingers crossed this match is up to its billing.
100%. Appreciate you. Thank you, yeah?